Welcome to the Fantasy Pavilion, your home for fantasy sports.
You're like a circle that floats around me.
Team here, you all in the comments. Let me know what you all think. Poke some holes, right? Lord, guys, he's much. Guys, thanks for watching. Lord. All right, time to go. Please tell the people the team that you back to. Please.
Well, I can show you. That one right there.
God. I'm gonna edit that out in post, right?
Welcome to the Fantasy Pavilion. We go live in 10. Number 9.
8. Yo! 7.
Number 6.
5.
Entry. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to the Fantasy Pavilion and welcome to another installment of The Pick, our special AFCON 2021 show where we try and run through all the match day fixtures for you guys and review all the action and preview the action to come. And of course, I'm joined by my co-host, Kevin Lala. Of course, thanks for coming in, buddy. How things?
Yeah, it is all right. Nice week of games, so it was good.
We got more goals,
Yeah.
Kevin.
We got a lot more goals. Yeah,
Got more goals.
and we
No
seen who
wonder.
performing and who not performing now. So
Yes.
still a big race. Still a big fight though. Everybody's still
Yeah.
fighting. So
Right. So,
Yeah.
of course, guys, so we're trying to use AFCON, of course, as our springboard, as our practice run for World Cup. It's a short tournament. So, the strategy will be a bit different. So, of course, some people, like, for us, especially Kevin, we did not have a particular striker from Cameroon. And
No,
it
we
may or
didn't.
may
No.
not have hurt us. I kept my strikers, and it paid off today. This match day. I kept Haller, I captained him, kept Uni, captain him. I'm not captain him, I had
Good.
him on the team. So, it still paid off. Because it's three, you have 3 games in the group stages, right? So, I mean, sometimes a little patience pays off. But of course, you also want to, chase the obvious points. But we did not do that with Abu Bakr, which maybe we should have. So, we'll get into the
Yeah.
action. Let's see, what should we look at first? Let's look at the fixtures first. And then what we'll do, we'll strategize based on the group stages and who's looking desperate, who's looking like, okay, they have a decent chance and they'll throw the kitchen sink and everything at it in their last game. And of course, we still have our wildcard chips, Kevin.
Yeah, we still have
So
a wild card. This looks like one of the better times to use it, if not the only time to use it now. Right? If we haven't already used it. But now, as I said, we got 2 games now. We know who playing in front, who playing behind, so we will know who to choose now, right?
Yeah. So now, I mean, I know a lot of people would have used this already because it makes sense. They would have.
Yeah, it makes sense.
The
Yeah,
pattern wouldn't have changed. Yeah. So they will
it's
stick
2
to it,
different strategies, and both of them just
yeah,
as good. So,
yeah. So we definitely, and we'll be targeting. No, maybe we won't go as desperate as Algeria or Ghana, probably, right? Because they are in a desperate situation. But we'll try to target some teams. All right. So of course, let's bring up the fixtures, the results real quickly. As you know, the site is not too friendly with that, so we'll try and use Google
Yeah.
here as quick as possible. So, of course, we had Cameroon. Let me just bring up I have another set of information on the side here really
Alright.
quickly. That is helping me
So
out.
Tuko Ikambe and Abu Bakr both got a brace in this one. So that brings Abu Bakr on top again. He's with 4 goals right now. Right? So he's in contention for the Golden Boot. I mean, I think he's far ahead. Maybe Ikambe might be second right now with 2 goals actually. Right? I'm not too sure if there were anyone who scored last week scored this week. I don't think so. Other than Abu Bakr.
Abu Bakr, yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, some notes to make here. So Fai would have had 2 assists in this game here. So for Cameroon, he would have assisted the goal here. Ethiopia Of course, please forgive our pronunciation, guys. So Hatessa, it looks like. And
Dawa Hotessa. Yeah.
Dawat, look at you, right?
Easy, that
Right,
easy. That one easy.
right.
That's the easy part of it, yeah.
I hope that's the correct way. And
Dawa, yeah.
Gabriel Michael would have had the assist for that goal. So we're just trying to get you some names here that might be helpful. Of course, we will get to this later. Of course, Ngamelu for Cameroon again would have assisted one of Albaca's goals, and Ongala would have assisted Ekambi. Right?
Yeah, the
So
only disappointing thing with Cameroon is they still didn't get a clean sheet. I think we
yes.
mentioned that before.
Yes.
They
Yes.
just let the one goal come in.
Yes.
But other than that, they're really strong in front. So we were worried about if the penalties were fluke,
Right.
if that was anything to
True.
worry about. But
True.
this game definitely showed they have the
Yeah.
firepower in front.
It
So
proved us wrong. Like,
yeah.
yo, we could get goals out
But
of
that defense is something to look at going forward.
Yeah,
Like if you really want to bring somebody in or not. For from the defense at least.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
All right. So of course, we would have had Cape Verde, Burkina Faso. So Brunei Hassan Bande would have scored there for them, and I just want to pull up the assister. The assister would have been Kabore. So let me just do this real quickly, right? Because when we learning these teams, right? So Bande we
Yeah.
see is plays in the mid there on top. So maybe a decent option for Burkina Faso going into their last game. Again, we will talk about this when we running through the teams from game week 3, but not a bad choice for Burkina Faso. Might be a decent team to look at going into the last game. I don't see them resting any players. They may go ham and try to at least finish off the group on a high end. Of course, they to qualify, of course. So let's see how that goes because they're playing a tricky Ethiopia outfit. So we have to see how that game plays.
Yeah. But right now, well, I guess we'll talk about it more. Between Burkina Faso and Cape Verde, both of them on 3 points right now.
Yeah.
So whoever wins, well, no, it depends on the outcome of the other game too.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that's it. That's it.
So
So it'll be as a nice. So again, Cape Verde might be a decent option to look
yeah,
at
it's just Cape
Tavares.
Verde looking at Cameroon, but again, their forwards might be good because
Yeah.
Cameroon defense is not the best.
And Cameroon is
So
conceding exactly.
yeah,
So it
yeah,
might be a good. Maybe Tavares might be a good choice. But as I said, we will get into that in a time in. So of course, next up, Senegal, Guinea. Well, we want nothing to talk about there. It's Senegal safe though 4-1, but no output. Nothing to talk about really. 10 shots from them, 5 shots from Guinea.
yeah,
But they
clean
did have
sheets.
some
Yeah, so
chances, clean sheets. So right, nothing to talk about there in terms of
yeah, we'll talk
key
about more of them
aspects.
in the group stage because again, the group
Yes.
stage is
Yeah, we'll talk about the group stages
the
and their
positions. Yeah,
chances. Yes, and then we will
yeah,
go from there. This one was an interesting one. So of course we had Malawi 2, Zimbabwe 1. So that changes everything. But again, we'll talk
yes,
about that. So of course the key performers there would have been Mango and of course Ismail Wadi. So Mango would have got a brace there,
braced. Okay, so yeah, he's in contention for Golden Boot too. So
right?
yeah,
So
he's actually a good player to look at then because he's what
uh,
a midfielder or goal attacker.
let's check that quickly. I can let you know really quickly. So Mango
From where Maui,
from Malawi is
Malawi.
right. So he looks like a cam. Look like he plays number 11, but based on the the formation, it might not be accurate to scale. But yeah, this looks like a cam here. So not
All
too
right.
bad. So where he should have been the provider, he was the goal scorer. So I guess good thing to note there for sure. And again, we will look at the group stage. Where they in the group right now, Kevin?
They're actually third in the group, right? But again, Guinea and Senegal on 4 points, they on 3 points. Zimbabwe is the only one who didn't get any points. So it is close. So they will be pushing, yeah.
Yep, all right. So I'm my wild card. I'm bringing this guy here. I will
Yeah,
see. Based
yeah,
on
I
who they have
actually
to
looking
play
at
though.
that. Now that we
Yeah,
talk
yeah, yeah,
about
yeah,
it,
yeah. Right. So
So
guys, take that note. Right. So Mango as one of the options so far. I think that's a great choice there. Right. We'll try and take note of that. All right. So in that group, obviously, the next game that we had would have been
Morocco.
right. So would have been so the next group now we will have Morocco, Comoros. So Morocco finally getting their win here
Mm-hmm.
as they didn't start off too hot.
And well, the Hikimi, I mean the most expensive defender, he get another clean sheet, so it actually paying off.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Not too bad at all. Definitely helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to get who assisted for us really quickly here. Give me a few.
Morocco
As
is on
we
top of the group right now, 6 points.
right.
They won their 2 games. So far, only what do you call it? Cameroon and Morocco so far, and one other team won their first 2 games. Right.
Solid.
But again, when you go to the group stage, you see that nobody is safe for the first place.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're all in striking distance. Yes, they may go through to the round of 16, but they still have to fight for that first place position.
So our goal scorer for Morocco, on Amala, he would have scored and assisted. So that's a good
Oh,
thing to know
nice.
there.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, that's good to know. We'll make some notes, right? Jot this down, right? So those are good notes to keep there. Right. Of course, the other so Abu Kal would have been the other goal scorer. The only thing to note, though, Amala got a yellow card, so not sure if that's a disciplinary, So we always keep notes of these things.
Yeah.
But that should not be a big hamper or damper on our plans for bringing. Because again, Tunisia, I think, is a good target going
Oh
forward.
yeah, definitely. Indonesia would be
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
I think they're a good target.
Especially with their
Of,
performance today. I think they got
yeah,
like 4 goals or so. Yeah.
right.
So
I think that'll be a good target there. So of course, let's come back there. Right. So Gabon,
yes,
1-1.
Gabon and
I really
Ghana.
liking
Yeah.
Gabon. I really liking Gabon. Very well.
Even without
Oh, yeah, boy. Yeah,
Aubameyang,
boy. Nah,
they're
I'm
playing
watching their
good. Yeah.
games. I'm watching their game.
Yeah.
They're the only team I'm getting to watch their games because I started off so well watching almost all the games, and this round I probably only saw their game and a few highlights, and I like how they're looking, but not
I
the
I
same.
I rather Ghana, but I don't know if that's just because before they were big in the World Cup before, so I was exposed to them more than
Right.
right. I had Ayu, not Jordan Ayu, the other one, Andrea
Yeah.
Ayu, Ayu, and he
Yeah.
was
Andrea.
actually able to get a goal, so I was good with that.
Right.
And I was a little upset that they conceded coming on the end. But I mean, it's a big tournament, so pressure is
Yeah.
on from Gabon.
Precious one is right.
Hmm.
Just trying to get the assisters really quickly, guys. Thanks for your patience. It's very tricky to get the information because it's not on the
Yeah, so it's
website.
Andrea and you. They
Yeah.
got one yellow card. Ghana. Jim, I will just call him Jim. He scored in the 88th minute for Gabon.
Yeah.
I think he was a substitute as well.
Yeah, because he wasn't
Yeah,
the main guys that performed last week did not
he, yeah, he's a
went
playing
on
number
these
11.
score sheets this round.
Yeah, he's a playing number 11, and he came on and he scored in the 88th minute.
Yeah. Right now, not getting that information right now. All right,
Yeah,
so we'll move on quickly because I said really tricky to get the information like who assisted and whatnot. Not as simple. Right, so we'll move on quickly there. Next up, we had a nice one here: Nigeria 3, Sudan 1.
yes,
So
yes.
Nigeria safe and not the usual suspects, but there was some guys that we mentioned here last week that
Mm-hmm.
are on the score sheet. So I did talk about Simon. He did impress me a lot last week when he played. He was terrorizing Morocco on that left hand side, yeah.
Yeah, left
I
flank. Yeah.
have him in my team. Chikuzi finally coming up trumps because everything was on his side in this game. So not too bad at all. Sudan still scoring though. So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
might be something to pay attention to.
I brought in one defender hoping for the clean sheet, but I mean Sudan still pulled one off, a penalty. But yeah, it's a team effort. Nigeria, our guest said Nigeria was a young team that actually playing as a team, and you can
Yes,
see it in
yes,
this game.
yes,
So
yes.
yeah, so any of their forwards looking like a good punch right now.
Yeah. And
So
it's good to note Simon, sorry, scored and assisted. So that's
okay,
again,
good.
those are things we like to know. Right? That's vital information when picking any team. All right. So
Yeah,
next up. So next up, I guess
Egypt.
we could talk about Egypt. So Egypt,
Yes, so
Guinea-Bissau,
Egypt.
finally the man, the myth, the legend. Are
So yeah,
you
have any
bringing him in
faith
your
in them
wild
if you
card?
captain? I might actually
Mhm.
because again they are in striking range and they have to secure this place. They have to at least get a draw or win in the group stage. A draw might be cutting it close, so they may need to get a win just to secure their place in the next rounds. So
Just want to big up
Egypt,
Javid.
yeah.
Javid, thanks for coming through. No, nah, you never late, bro. You never late, bro. Nah, man, thanks for coming through. You don't know what to do. Yeah, did you use your wild card yet? Talk to us, man. Keep us company. We will help each other out, man. Don't worry. we making some notes of some key players, those that assisted and scored and whatnot, and we coming down the line there. Let us know. We'll help you out with some strategies, man. We have not wildcarded yet, so we're gonna do that. Well, tonight we have no choice to do that tonight. Right
Less
when
than
we come off
24
the
hours, yeah.
stream. Yeah, when you
Less
come
than
off the
12
stream.
hours, actually, yeah.
Yeah, we have a little time. We have a little, but you never have time in fantasy, right? So, right, don't ever fall under that false sense of security that you have time. All right, so next up, of course, let's come out of here. Right, so we just did the Egypt, Guinea Bissau. We were talking about before we move on, Salah. So you think is with the risk?
Yeah, I actually think it's worth the risk because they need to push for this win. They need to get secure at least a win. The draw would be kind of close, and there's only one goal they have working for them right now. So they'll have to push for some goals.
All right, hey, I'll take that. I'll take that. All right. So we had Gambia playing Mali today. Of course, Mali is the team that I am backing, and Kone, one of the strikers' names has been passing around. Been around our chat while we're trying
So
to
I had
yeah.
the choice between Sese and Kone. Last month I went with Sese. Last week, sorry.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
last
yeah,
game
yeah,
week,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Because both of them
Well,
were similar price. Sese
right.
played Kone. Both of them played, and Kone actually came back with the goods in this one.
That
So a
was not
little
bad at
upset
all.
there, but still, it's all right. It's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. Now, Kone was one of the names on everyone's lips. He was he just didn't do anything last week, but he was one of the names before the tournament started. Everyone was picking him up, so he was
Hmm.
a good shout.
Now
And of
these two teams are on top of their group, Mali and Gambia, with 4 points each. Tunisia with
boy,
3 right now, so it's still anybody in this one.
woo! I'm
Um,
glad you said that. I'm really glad you
yeah.
said that. That's good information. And they were both penalties, but they don't show the assist for who
Oh, they were both penalties.
Yeah,
Okay.
they wouldn't show it. Yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
was
I
just
now
both
seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was both penalties, both penalties. So not too. So again, I guess Kone on penalties if he plays,
Mm-hmm.
right? So of course we have Tunisia would have played Mauritania. We always like to try and pronounce that name properly. Is that just a name, right? Would have played Mauritania. 4-0. And my
4-0,
boy
yes.
Jaziri come out and no, I had him and drop him because he didn't play the first game, so I had to drop him. And he backed and he scored. And of course, everyone's favorite player, Kazri, would have scored a brace. So not too bad. And as you said, Tunisia are third right now. So that definite Tunisia might be a team to really pile on and probably
No,
bring into
I'm more
action.
watching the other team right now, right? Mainly because they are one of 3 teams who are yet to score. Right? Mauritania didn't score any goals yet. Comoros didn't score any goals yet. And guess who's the last team that didn't score yet? That we're coming up to now, which is a big surprise.
Algeria.
Algeria didn't score as yet. So, but I
See,
mean,
right. I
yeah, for
understand.
this stage, if they're not scoring and they're at the bottom of the table right now, it is kind of difficult to see they're actually going to score something before they leave. So unless they just go all out, but
Yeah.
just for fun. But
All right. Well,
Right.
I'm looking at Kazri. I'm looking at Kazri, and of course, let's see, Samani would have had an assist. Charlie would have had an assist. Kazri scored and assisted. So again, these are good things to
so
know. He was
Kazi
scored a
scored
brace.
2 and assist 1.
Yeah, an
Oh
assist
wow,
one.
okay, good.
That's what we're
Yeah.
talking about, right?
Kazi.
Kazri, right? Now, of course, we have to look at who they're playing as well last, but we'll get there.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll get
get
there.
there.
Yeah.
'Cause those are key things as well. Javed, I see you said you still have a wild card, all right? So you'll be doing the same thing as us, playing our wild card, right. We'll try and help you out. So of course, Ivory Coast, boy. I don't want to do it. I'm really sorry, Kevin, but it spurs it up today, boy. Oh my
Yeah, they
goodness,
did.
what the
They were
hell?
what?
But
Yeah, up in the 25th minute they were winning.
yeah,
Kept it
well,
for the first half, reached down to the 55th. How was the goal? Musa's goal. Musa's
I
another
didn't.
name we hear about as well too.
Yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
get I did this. This is one of the highlights I didn't get. I just only saw Twitter. I only got to saw highlight goal on Twitter because everybody was going crazy
Yeah.
as Halle scored.
And Nicolas Pepe in the mix,
Yeah,
surprisingly.
Pepe as well. Yes.
So they
yes.
actually played Pepe over my guy Gradel.
Yes. I know.
Yes.
No, that would have hurt a lot of people. A lot of people were
Yeah.
upset about that. Yeah.
But it showed that both of them were scoring, so I mean, it's not the wrong choice
Yeah.
for the team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For the
for
team at
fantasy
least.
maybe, but for the team it
Yeah.
wasn't a bad choice.
Yeah. For us, there wasn't too. Yeah. For real. But
Yeah.
not too. As I said, that it worked out decent. Well, I mean, I must say though, I'm really, really impressed. Sierra Leone
So early
now.
on, yeah, they're playing
Yeah,
good.
as what 2 points in the bag. So if they pull off a big win in the last game,
Yeah,
yeah,
so they
and they're
draw their two
scoring
games.
goals.
They score in goals as well. Yeah. So actually, well, this is the only game they scored. I
Yeah,
think they
yeah,
drew
but
with
still,
whoever
yeah,
it is. Yeah.
to score two to come back
And
like that
against Ivory Coast too.
against
That's not
Ivory Coast.
yeah,
That's
that's
not
not a
an easy
small
feat.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's no easy feat. So I'm really, really impressed by that. I was just trying to see if I could get the name.
The
What
assist.
group is there? And what's the
E,
name in there?
Group E.
E. Right.
Yeah.
E. This is group E. Ba, ba, ba. Right. Good. So, of course, Ivory Coast 2, Sierra Leone 2. So, let's see who would have been the assisters. And so, Qualca, I think Qualca he was decent in the last game for Sierra Leone. Right. I remember his name. So, he's a decent shout. Toure would have assisted. Um, so camera would have scored. No, it's two different cameras. You see, I almost get catch there, right? So it's two different N camera and A camera with the guys that scored the goals, of course, and of course, Sebastian Wilfred Zaha assisted Halle.
Assist. Okay, good, good.
Yeah, and Sangari, not to be confused with because there are a few Sangaris as well. This I Sangari scored assisted Nicolas Pepe. So okay, interesting. Very interesting options there, not too bad. And of course, the next members of this group would have been Algeria and Equatorial Guinea, the defending
Biggest
champions,
opposites, yes,
right?
defending
The
champions, and a
biggest,
small team, yeah.
and I must say, Kevin, this is all your fault, Kevin, right? So
Yes, I
any
did call it.
Algerian
Yes, I
fans
did call it. I'm
watching
sorry.
this is Kevin's fault. He kept asking the question: is there a blight or any kind of thing where former champions always misperform badly or don't hit the
Yeah,
mark?
out in the first group
Yeah,
or whatever it
and
is. Yeah.
PSC, Kevin.
Hmm.
Talk to us, Kevin. Equatorial Guinea, how are they looking in their group by chance?
Well, with this win, they actually really high up. They're second after No, sorry. Yeah, after Ivory Coast.
Ivory
Ivory
Coast.
Coast on 4, they on 3, and Sierra Leone with 2 draws, they on 2.
Oh
Right? Algeria on
wow!
1. So again, there's an open game though. Algeria
And,
could still make it. So
and Equatorial Guinea's last game is probably against Sierra Leone.
Sierra
Yes, yes,
Leone. So
yes, it
that
is.
game would be there. Yeah,
No, not
that
Sierra
would
Leone.
be.
It'll be yeah. I think they're playing Sierra Leone. I had to check that one for you quickly.
Check.
So we have Esteban scoring here for Equatorial Guinea and Jay Miranda with the
Yeah,
assist.
they're playing each other on Thursday, Sierra Leone and Equatorial Guinea. So
Oh
whoever wins
boy,
that,
I
yeah.
jumping on that. I jumping on
Now,
that for sure. That is a
there
big
is the way if they do draw and Algeria win by a lot of goals, Algeria can make it.
one.
How the points are is 4-3-2-1. I mean, there's a lot of what ifs
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
but
yeah,
still,
yeah. There's a lot of what ifs.
yeah.
All right.
But
Yeah,
still,
but
it is that close. It is
but
that
it
close.
comes. There's also a chance to depend on how things play off. The third place team in this group can still come through. Huh? So
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah,
Correct. Yeah.
this is a decent group. This was a good group. Tasty
Yeah.
group.
We didn't expect this happen. We thought it would be a clean runaway with
Yeah.
Ivory Coast and Algeria,
Well,
but
you didn't think that. So no, you didn't think that.
the crowd, the masses thought that. Yes, the masses thought that. Yes.
You didn't give them a chance, poor fellas.
Yeah.
So of course, right. So that's a roundup, and those are these scorers. We will bring up some of those names again, the guys that we mentioned. So
Are we rounding up our teams before we go forward, or?
yeah. Let's do that
Yeah.
quickly. I mean, I didn't do too.
Yeah, I
But
did all right. I got
yeah.
73 points.
Wow, I got
All
53.
right. Yeah.
Let me see.
You can
You
pull up
see
mine.
already,
Mine's up
right?
on. Yeah.
Yes, I've seen it here. Boom, no problem. Let me just remove this. And that screen. Wow.
So I had Toko in from the beginning instead of Abu Bakr, and I was really happy because I saw him score first. I was like, good, again points. Then I
Right.
see Abu Bakr scored too. I was like, all right, I could have move it, and then he come back and score again. So I kept faith with him. I had my captain on him. Again, this is one strategy with the manual substitutions that I did adopt. I know you didn't really adopt this one for this
No,
tournament.
no.
So I had the captain ban on him. If he didn't perform, I would have moved it on.
Right.
But he did perform, and I kept it and left it on him. So yeah, Toko with the 2 goals. Ohana as well played. This is the second game now. He did not keep a clean sheet, so may move him on my wild card, right? So that was my two Cameroon players. Mamouche, my Egypt striker, I think he assisted in this game, right? Yeah, he assisted or probably key tackles or something. One. Cisse again, I said I choose him over Kone. Kone would have got a lot more points. Bellini again, he's playing really hard for Algeria right now. Last game he got 7 points. This game he got 5 points without any scoring. So if he does score, if they do score, I could see he's still in the mix. So I may keep him in my wildcard. I'm not too sure. Mane, I'm probably moving on Mane to Salah just because I think they may be able to rest Mane, or even if he plays, he may not play the whole game, right? But Salah, I can see they're really pushing if they want to stay in the tournament, right?
I like
I
what you said there. If the
yeah, if they want to stay. Ayu, he got the goal from Ghana. They were playing really well until the last 88 minutes, I think. They got the other team got the equalizer. And Gini, he was just a placeholder. I mean, he still got some returns, which is good. Gomez again. I had another, what do you call it? I had Sanusi, right? And I just swapped them just to see if Gomez got, because he got a clean sheet for me last time. He's a 4.0 defender who's playing. So I just brought him on, hoping he would have get a clean sheet, but they lost it in the last few minutes again. And Bisa and Hakimi, both of them again, what do you call it? Clean sheet points from the last two games, these two games as well. So yeah, those 7 points, this 26 points helped me get a nice 73. Now 73 is sounding good, but again, in Trinidad there's only 15. In our league is only 22nd out of 38. I mean, whoever playing this right now in our group, they're playing hard. They're playing real hard.
yeah,
So I think
I'll bring up his name just now. I'll bring up
yeah,
his name just now.
right. So even though I mean the highest points is what 107, 73 is like 30 off for that. It's still a very competitive fantasy game.
Yeah, it is. It
Yeah,
is very
it
much
is.
so because
Yeah.
in EPL we be jumping up to the ceiling
Oh
with a
yeah,
7. Yeah,
definitely.
that's
Yeah.
a great catch. Yeah, glad. Green arrows.
Yeah, because there's 20 above the average, 53 was the average,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
73, and it's still
yeah,
that would have been plenty in EPL, but this
yeah.
you're not moving at all. So
No, no,
no.
no. Because of the good starts too, and I think the Abubakar is the key in that too.
Yeah.
All right, so
No,
I'll
no,
bring
no. I'm
up.
not talking about the start. I'm talking about the people, the managers' points.
No, what I was saying to the
Yeah, yeah.
start, everybody would have had it because a lot of people would
Oh,
have had
yeah, 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 yeah.
Abubakar,
About from the
and
beginning, yeah.
not just Abubakar. Oh gosh, they would have had some other punts as well too that they would have pushed them. So I know it's with that for sure, for sure. All right, so of course I'll bring up my team real quickly. Nothing too hot, but we don't hide. We show everything. So 53 points for me. Let me see, it's showing right.
Mm-hmm.
53 points. But the players that I held on from the first game did finally bring some returns. So I kept Hala, kept Ewoni, kept El Neni, nothing much there. Kept Mane, nothing for Mane. Partey assisted, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I think he had no, that was yes, he assisted in the
Yeah,
last
yes,
game,
I
yes.
said, yeah.
So that would have helped me out there. All right, nothing from Jalao. And the back, only Sais with the clean sheet points. Of course, never drop a Wolves defender, but we won't go there. Kevin, we won't
Yes,
go there, right?
today,
That's
yeah.
not this show, not this show. I have 5 points on the bench and I have 3 with Traore, so Sangare on the
So,
bench. But
did any of your players not play? Like, were there any
no,
automatic
no,
substitutions or
no,
no?
no, no,
Okay,
no, no, no.
so
Everyone played.
because we had
So
to look at both of those, if it
yes,
hurts or it doesn't hurt if
yeah,
you're doing the
yeah,
manual, because again that will come up in the World Cup.
yeah. So we have a new league leader. So Ian would have been knocked off. But look at these points. Look at these tally points. 194, 190. My goodness.
Yeah, that's
So,
ridiculous. Yeah,
so party time. I'm assuming you're back in Ghana or you're an Arsenal fan. Either one. So he would have had Abubakar, of course, Coney,
nice. Good.
Mahrez, Salah, and Kazri. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
I would like to think that he brought in Kone because of us. So,
Yeah, yeah, I hope so. And of course, because of Javid also. Yeah,
hmm
Aribo, and then he would have had Tolo, Dayo, Diallo. Oh God, please help me out here. Sorry about that. And of course, Munkoro there from Mali, I believe. So not too bad. Nothing on the bench to cry about. 3 points,
hmm
1 point, 2 points. So yeah, decent. So
Yeah,
big
that's
up to
good.
you, party time.
91
Not too.
points in this game. Yeah.
Yeah, 91 points. Wow, that's mad. That's really mad. So and he's and he's first in Ghana.
Oh, Ghana. Wow.
And
Okay.
he's second in the UK, and he's 12th overall in the whole fantasy sphere. My
12th overall. Wow. Yeah.
goodness. I shudder to think about who's first. But not too bad, not too bad at all. So
How did he end up in our group? That's amazing. That's good.
yeah. We have some high caliber, right? Some
Good.
high
Good. Good.
caliber in the, so well done, well done. We're glad for that. So of course, guys, we have to now talk about strategies and how are we going to pick our players for the next game. Now, of course, we still have our wild cards, so we're gonna go ham, right? We're gonna go crazy. We're going to try and bring
So
in the
the
best.
thinking behind this wild card is we have one wild card for the whole tournament. Everyone gets free picks after the group stage, right? The wild card in a sense after the group stage, right? And then the amount of substitutes after the group stage, so the 16, the 8, the 4, it goes up by 1 or 2 players in each one. So how we had 2 substitutes, now it'll be 3, then 4, then 5 afterwards, right? So you may not need a wild card in those group stages, right? So if you didn't lose it last week, now would be one of the better times to use it. Unless you have a really you want to keep it for a big emergency afterwards, you can do that as well. So
Now, the thinking behind the wild card, Kevin, are we going at are we now based on what you explained there, may not
hmm
necessarily have to, but are we thinking ahead of the first knockout round game as well, or we just throw in everything behind these last group stage games
no, we
here?
will have a wild card before the first knockout game.
Right. That was
So
saying
we'll be
something.
able
So
to
yeah,
change it, yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
so we will be able to change it then.
All right. So
So it will be the second knockout game and the third and fourth. But by that time you have 4 substitutes. That's like half your team already.
yeah.
Right? If you really need to do anything. So it's very rare that you will actually need to use your wild card back then.
Well then
Unless you
let's
go very heavy on 1 or 2 teams.
yeah.
Um in the group of 16. I mean, if you put like 4 players from one team or only invest in 2 teams and those 2 teams get knocked out, then you probably want to use your wild card then. So like if you want to put 4 players from Cameroon and 4 players from Morocco, and then they both happen to lose in the group first set of group stage, then you need 8 new players.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
right.
Well, let's look ahead and then of course bring up the group stages for me, so we'll have an idea of who we want to
Yeah,
target, the
so I have it
fixtures we
up as well.
targeting, and the players we targeting as well. Right, we won't do the wildcard live, but we'll just give you some names and ideas because that'll take a little while, unless you don't mind. But yeah, we will just run through the fixtures, talk about the groups and the games that we targeting, and who we think are the best desperate teams to go for. Because right now that is a desperation. Who want to try and qualify?
Well, let me
So
take it by groups then.
yeah. So
Yeah,
so
group A.
let's go to Group A. So Group A.
Right.
So give us a breakdown of Group A first, and then we'll talk about the fixtures.
All right, so Cameroon, Burkina Faso, Cape Verde, Ethiopia in that order. Cameroon on 6 points, they won their 2 games.
Mhm.
Burkina Faso and Cape Verde in 3 points. Ethiopia has no points. They lost their 2 games. Right? Who are playing who in this one?
Right. So Burkina Faso are playing Ethiopia tomorrow
Right.
at
So
noon, and Cape
Ethiopia
Verde playing Cameroon.
Ethiopia is the I don't want to say whipping boys because they are scoring. They scored one goal, right? But they are conceding a lot. They conceded 5 goals, right? Over 2 games, 5 goals is a lot, right? So they have a -4 goal differential, which is pretty bad, right? But Burkina Faso, they scored 2, they conceded 2. So Burkina may have the advantage in this one, right? Ethiopia, if they play in, is ready to save some face right now, right? Because even if they win, they will be on par with the other 2, right? Burkina Faso and Cape Verde, they will be fighting for that second spot or the possible third spot right now, right? I mean, the best of the 3 to go forward.
Yeah.
Right? So Cape Verde will be playing Cameroon. Yes, that will be difficult, but Cameroon are conceding the 1-1 goals. So hopefully Cape Verde could take advantage of that. But I believe out of these 3, Burkina Faso will be in a better pole position for second place.
See, so you're banking on Burkina Faso to push,
To push for that second place. Yeah, Cape
and
Verde
you
will try. They may get the goal, but I could see Cameroon is scoring a lot. They scored 6 goals already, right? Even though they conceded, they're scoring a lot. I don't know if Cape Verde could keep up with that. Cape Verde only scored 1 goal,
Yeah.
So
Well, to be fair, Burkina Faso only scored like 2 goals so far for the
yeah, they only
tournament.
scored 2, yeah.
Yeah.
But again,
Yeah.
Ethiopia conceded 5, so
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
So I guess our main options will be like maybe Sangari. You
Hmm.
have Traore. He's assistant for Burkina Faso. You also
Burkina
you
Faso.
also have Bandi and Kobore. They would have been the other contributors today, but I think Sangari,
Yeah,
the hold
Sangari
on,
is there.
yeah, is a name to hold on to.
Yeah.
Um, in terms of rotation, because we have to talk about that. I don't think Cameroon as a host will hold back. I
Right.
think I think Abu Bakr will play. I want to first of all I want to big up Ciarian. I think that's his name here, at Ciarian on Twitter. He did a thread, so I'm just using some of his information. And he also spoke about Tolo as a rotation risk.
Yeah,
So
so I
we're
have
not
Tolo.
too
I actually
yeah.
thinking of he will be supporting forwards.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
they may
yeah,
get risk. They may,
yeah,
risk of rotating, sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that, yeah.
But definitely don't want to lose to Cape Verde and lose that
Mhm.
and risk spoiling. But I think they're safe. No one could catch them. I think they're safe in terms of
They can be caught, but they won't. The worst that will happen to them is they will come second place based on goal difference. But
yeah.
again,
Well,
their
right,
goal difference is a lot. Right now, their goal difference on 4, Burkina and Verde is on 0.
right.
So they
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
win by a lot.
yeah.
So
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So are we for wildcard then? Is this a group to
yeah,
target?
yes, Burkina Faso. I will be going after Burkina Faso. Cameroon, I may move around my. So I have their goalkeeper, which I want to get rid of because he
Right,
conceded
right.
in both
Oh
games.
no, no. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, Oana. I mean, he's a great goalkeeper. It's just he conceded.
yeah.
And I have Tulu. I may bring him to Abu Bakr, just hoping that the manager gives him that, give him the game time and the minutes so he can continue with his golden boot run. So
What about Tavares from Cape Verde as a striker? And let me see what's his
yeah,
costing like, because we're not talking costing. We're talking big
this
things
is
here, but we're not talking
Kivarde.
costing. Let's see his costing real quickly. Because we don't want to tell people bringing these guys and then it's not feasible.
Cabo Verde. Right, so Pico, what's his name? Who are you asking for?
Tavares, the striker.
Tavares, the striker. They have a Tavares, the defender. Oh,
No, they have
no.
a J Tavares. Right, so
Forward.
yeah, he
Right.
is
He's 5.5.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So if you're like me and you have Bio, you hold on to Bio, what we'll talk about him coming on, you could drop him
Is he
and
on
bring in
penalties too? If he's
Tavares.
on penalties, better yet too.
Better
So
fit. True.
yeah.
True. That's a good point. That's a good point. All right. So moving on.
Yeah,
So that
Group
was
B.
Group A. So Group B now. Talk to us. How Group B looking? So again, just to
Guinea,
review.
Senegal,
Sorry.
Mama.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
right.
Not sorry. Sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. So our main options there will be Sangari. We think based on the thread and based on just our own gut feeling, we think
Burkina
Abubakar will
Faso.
still feature.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so we're going with Sangari, Abubakar, and Tavares as our main options there. We are avoiding the goalkeepers because this will be a group where they're going gun ho to try and score some goals. So we are avoiding goalkeepers and defenders from this group. Talk to us. So Group B.
Right. Guinea, Senegal, Malawi, and Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Um, Guinea on top with 4 points. Senegal right behind them with 4 points as well. Right. Actually, they both have the same amount of goals for and against. Both of them have 1 goal each, and none scored on them. Malawi.
Wait, say that again. Say that again. I wonder. Oh, that's very crucial. Repeat that last part
Right.
really
They're
quickly
both
again.
on the same points. 1-4-0 against. So they're on the same goal difference right now, and they're on top with four
And then,
points.
and they said they
Right.
have not conceded.
Yeah, they haven't conceded as yet. Yeah.
All right.
Right. Malawi right behind them with 1 win, so they have 3 points. And
Mhm.
Zimbabwe, unfortunately, I expect a little more from Zimbabwe. They don't have any points as yet. They did
Yeah,
score 1 goal
but
though,
they're
but yeah,
scoring. They're
yeah,
scoring.
they
Yeah,
scored.
yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
they
yeah,
scored
yeah, yeah.
1, and they conceded 3.
All right. So far,
Mm-hmm.
Guinea. So as I said, Guinea would have drew with Senegal, and they would have beaten Malawi. So
Right,
as I say, 4 points.
4 points. Yeah,
Right. Senegal would have scraped that win against Zimbabwe. They drew against
right,
Guinea, 4 points. Right.
exactly.
Both teams, as you rightfully said, have not conceded as yet.
Nope,
Right.
no
So
conceding.
that is a key thing there. We could target a defender there. We could target a keeper there, right? So that's a good thing to know there. Malawi you said will remind me again Malawi's position.
Right. So Malawi, they have 1 win, so they have 3 points. So right
Mhm.
behind, so they could win as well. They could win this group as well. They have 2 goals for them and 2 goals against them.
Yeah, and Senegal not
So
looking hot because when doing they're
no,
not
I
looking
thought
too hot at
Senegal,
all.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, they keep any clean sheets, yes, but
right.
it's just 1 goal. Just 1 goal they score with Mane. I mean, with a striker like Mane on the team. I mean, the team is loaded. It's just they're not bringing in the goals right now. So
So
who's
let's
Senegal playing right now?
yeah. So Senegal is gonna play Malawi next.
Right.
And now I was going to say maybe target their keeper, maybe target a defender, but I'm not too sure now. But I mean, it might be a decent risk.
Mm-hmm.
But I might jump on the Malawi train. You know, Malawi looking decent
Yeah,
because
I think Malawi will give them a run right now.
yeah,
Zimbabwe are looking at as the easier part to the win right now.
yeah. Because right now we could jump on a player like Wadi. No, sorry, not Wadi. Sorry, we could jump on Mango as we mentioned before.
Mango,
Right,
yeah.
he would have
You know,
scored the
everybody like
brace.
Mango in Trinidad.
Yeah,
So.
but like right. So we could jump on him as a decent punt. Let's look at his positioning real quickly again. So we said that he was like a number 10. So I think he might be a decent option, guys. They could bring him in to try and help you all out if you want to target this group. But is this a hard group to when I say hard,
So
this is a group
Mango
that
is
we
a
should target?
6.0 midfielder, right?
All right. Boom.
So
Boom.
mid price,
So not too
decent,
bad.
yeah.
Not too
He's the
bad.
top scorer for them as well. So
We're taking
he's
that.
on
Right.
14 points
Right.
right now, yeah. So
Is this a group that will be exciting for you to target on?
I don't think so. I think the defensive, because it's so close, I think it'll be a little more cagey. It won't be any kind of all out. They will play very conservative, sorry. Zimbabwe, I really don't know what to say about Zimbabwe. Right now they have 1 goal and they conceded 3. It may continue that way for them. So who's playing Zimbabwe? Guinea?
Yeah, Guinea.
Yeah. So I
can
think
see that
Guinea
being
may be.
trouble. Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that being some
For
trouble
Zimbabwe, I can see.
Zimbabwe,
Yeah.
yeah.
So if there's anyone, if you have any Guinea assets, stick with them.
Hold on to them.
Yeah. The defense is not a bad shot either because if Zimbabwe only scored 1 and they're struggling, Guinea may be able to absorb that pressure if Zimbabwe decide to turn on pressure. So
All right, cool.
this one
Good
I'll
to
look
see.
at Guinea.
Yeah.
Senegal, do we keep Mane or not?
Oh well, God, yeah boy. Well, I mean, and it's a tough game, boy, because Malawi would come.
Because I think we're coming up soon to the Egypt one, so my thinking is
Yeah.
about moving him
Switching
to
from Mane to Salah. Yeah.
Salah, yeah.
Yeah.
And because I just think this will be a little more cagey than the other games that we talked about so far.
Yeah. I agree with you 100%. I think that might be the best move actually. I think I will jump on that one with you. Yeah. All right. Next Group C. So run us through Group C there.
Morocco on top. Clean sheet straight through. They finally get a goal. No, they got goals in the last one too, sorry. They're on top with 6 points. Gabon, right behind with 4 points. Ghana with 1 and Comoros with 0. Right? Morocco scored 3, conceded none, 0. Gabon scored 2, conceded 1. Ghana scored 1 and conceded 2. Right? And Comoros, they didn't score any yet, and they conceded 3.
Yeah.
Right?
Now, do Morocco talk to me? Go ahead.
Yeah, Morocco is in control right now, but Gabon, if they win and Morocco lose or draw, I don't know. If they lose,
Yeah, but the thing is that
Gabon will be on
Gabon
top.
playing Morocco, eh?
Oh, Gabon play Morocco.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that one.
And
So Morocco will be playing for the draw or the win.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
And I think that
Gabon
suits
not
their.
playing for any draw.
I know, but that suits Morocco's style though with the defensive. They're defensive heavy. They're very, very defensive.
Yeah.
They had the least conceded goals in the qualifiers, and so far, well, at least conceded because they didn't concede any yet.
Yeah.
So their campaign right now with conceding is really good, right?
So
so it may play to their style. That I don't know. They may get a draw if there's anything.
You think there'll be rotation with Hakimi and Saiz? You think both will start, one will rest? What do you think?
Defenders already get rotated so much, right? As strikers. So I think they would play. I don't think any of them. I'm not sure if any of them are on a yellow card or anything. So
Alright.
I don't see why they won't play them.
Cool, cool, just alright, cool.
And again, it's just a security draw. If they
Yeah.
security draw, both of these teams going through.
Yeah.
Right, and it would be kind of tough for Ghana.
Yeah.
Because I actually like Ghana from before, but as I was telling you before, I think that was more from the last World Cup or the World Cup before Ghana came out really strong. Right? The IU brothers, they're playing really good. But again, they only have 1 point. So Ghana needs to go all out to get the win, hoping that Gabon loses.
Yeah, they have to
Yeah.
win. Yeah. Or they
So
could finish best third place amongst the others, maybe.
yeah, best third place. So
Yeah.
I can see Ghana pushing heavy.
Yeah.
So I
But
have
do
one
we
Ghana player.
so you're keeping your Ghana play and
I
keeping your
keep in my
Ghanaian.
Ghana,
Right,
yeah,
right.
and
Okay.
I may bring in the other striker. I may bring in the Jordan Ayew. I'm not too sure
Okay,
as my
That's a
expensive
decent
forward.
risk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Because Comoros again, they didn't score any and they conceded 3.
Right.
So I think they would try if Ghana playing Comoros, they will try to take advantage of it, just for the best case scenario. Best case scenario meaning Gabon losing and Ghana making up the drawing with them and making up the points. So,
Yeah.
or at least to get the favorite
yeah.
third place.
But,
So
but I already have Partey, so I'll keep him because I said he did assist against Gabon. He assisted IU. So I will keep him. I think I will definitely keep him.
yeah, I have
Yeah.
Ayew and I keep him for Ghana. So
The player I was trying to remember for Gabon, Kanga. Kanga is the guy. I think me bringing Kanga for this game. I say he was looking good. I think he is their captain. Don't quote me on that. But he was the guy that I was looking at. I think he's very decent because and Bupenza as well was one that I was trying to
yes, so
remember.
Kanga is their the highest score right now, midfield at 5.5.
You see, yeah.
So
So
yeah,
I might jump in on him.
so
I might jump in on him for this one, I think. But again, as you said, Morocco could just hold off for nil
yeah.
nil. Yeah, easier.
Morocco
Yeah.
also I looking at I trying to get rid of my goalkeeper Ohana. I may go for a Moroccan keeper and double up on the.
Okay.
Those are ideas I'm playing with so far.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm with you.
yeah.
I'm with you. Those are good ideas. All right, so let's move on to the next group. So I mean, so far, A looking enticing, not so much. B, C and D looking better than B right now. So because of the matchups and the possibility, the finale that we in for these group stages. All right, not too bad. So moving on.
Group D.
Yeah, Group D. Talk to us.
Nigeria, Egypt, Guinea-Bissau, Sudan. Nigeria doing really well. They win another game, team effort again today. So they on top with 6 points. Egypt in second, they got a win there. So they on 3 points, and Guinea-Bissau and Sudan both on 1 point each. Right? Egypt needs to secure this position. They're in a good position right now. Who they have to play now?
Right. So Egypt playing Sudan next.
Sudan, right? Okay. So Sudan, I mean, they're no pushover. They drew one, they lost one.
Right. And they scored 1 goal.
They scored
so
one,
far,
yeah.
I think?
They scored 1 goal so far, yeah.
Yeah.
They considered the most in the group so far, which is 3, right?
3. Yeah.
Now, even though there's only 3 or whatever, remember, it's just a tournament, yeah? So it's not many games. There's only 2 games so far, so 3 is a lot.
Yeah.
And this short term, right?
Yeah, correct. Fully agree.
Yeah. So I think Egypt will be pushing forward. But again, Egypt's value is in the strike, mainly with that talisman name, Salah.
Yeah.
So, right?
So what I want to talk about before we go any further. So Nigeria on top, comfortable. They don't have to play against Egypt. Right?
No.
A draw will be good enough for them. Nacho was taken off early, apparently, right? So he may be rested. Maybe might not want to risk him. Save him for the next round. Simon might be rested against Guinea-Bissau because again he is key and integral for them for the next round. So what you're thinking there? No, I mean I may not take any Nigerian assets actually for this last.
Yeah, same here. I really like Nigeria. I find they playing really good. The guest that we had in the first show, he's Nigerian, and he described Nigeria as a young, hardworking team, and we saw that today, right? Yesterday they played, or yesterday, whenever, where anybody could score. But if the whole team is young, they could rotate easily. They will be able to rotate their players easily. So I don't expect to see the full squad that played the last 2 games to be there anymore. I can see a good bit of rotation with them.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. If they're really in a pickle, then they can bring back all the nailed on, or the first 11 at least, right? Just to help them out. But yeah, I won't really look at Nigeria for this. Maybe for the clean sheet against Sudan, but maybe the defensive assets. I mean, if
Okay.
you're not wild card and you have them, you can keep it. But
Yeah.
with a wild card, I may try to ship them out a little bit. So
So the only team to look at to on the player will be Salah, just as because he has a good chance of qualifying. So Salah for
yeah,
sure.
Salah. But again, Guinea-Bissau and Sudan. Sudan could take it from Egypt. So if Sudan does beat Egypt, they will both be on the same amount of points. It's just Sudan have a bigger goal deficit right now.
Yeah.
So they will have to come out really well. It's a tough task, but again, we don't really know these teams too well. I mean,
Yeah.
the only reason we really know Egypt is because of Salah.
Yeah, I know.
Right now, yeah.
Correct.
So,
All right, cool.
but
So
that is one more player than Sudan that we know.
Yeah.
So
yeah, true. Group E. Are we looking at Group E now? Talk to me. Is this a group to target? I think it might be.
this is a group to target. Ivory Coast, they're on top with 4 points. Equatorial Guinea, surprisingly, second with 3 points. Sierra Leone with 2, and Algeria with a draw, but with 1 point. All right. What are the matchups in this? Because that makes it so much more interesting.
I think you want to know.
Yeah,
So
I definitely want to know.
Ivory Coast are playing Algeria.
Exactly.
And Sierra Leone are playing Equatorial Guinea. Broski.
That
I am
second
jumping
one,
on that game.
exactly. Yeah.
For sure. I'm
Equatorial
making
Sierra
it
Leone.
3.
I am jumping on that as well.
Triple Equatorial Guinea. Triple.
Yeah. No, I agree. If I can bring strikers from both of those
At
teams,
least double up. Yeah. At least double up.
strikers from
At
both
least
teams.
double up. At least double up.
Maybe not the defenders, but strikers and the attacking.
No, at least strikers and
midfielders.
creators.
I bring it up.
Again, we could talk about. Let me bring up those names really quickly again, right?
So Sierra Leone actually have more goals for them. They actually scored 2 more, but they conceded 2 more. Equatorial is 1 for 1 against.
So again, I want to bring up Qualca, S Qualca. I want to bring up A Camara and N Camara for Sierra Leone, right? Those are the names to look out for. Those are some of the contributors to look out for. Those guys, right? Those guys have been contributing for Sierra Leone. And of course, the keeper is not a bad shout, big save keeper. But I mean, I wouldn't go there. As I said, we won't go for the defensive aspect. We're trying to go for attacking. We want goals.
Because both teams, and I know both teams would know this is their best chance right now.
Yes.
This is their best chance to go so far.
This is lined up for them so good. Whoever qualify here, I think I really hope I can get to watch that game. I hope that'll be a nice game to watch. Because I know the emotions. Because when Sierra Leone came back from behind, when they drew with Algeria, and then when they came back from behind today, the emotions was crazy. So I could only imagine if they qualified, I'll be so mad. And of course, Equatorial Guinea, we have Esteban and Miranda to look at. Let me just look at their positions.
I wish we had more from Equatorial Guinea, because there's only 1 goal they scored. So.
Yeah. So I just want to see if Esteban. So Esteban is a defender, actually. Right, Esteban is actually a defender, the guy that would have
4.5 Esteban Ozoko.
Yeah, Obiang Obono, right? So right, up to you. And then Miranda would have been the guy that assisted. Let's see what Miranda plays as. Where is Miranda? I'm not seeing Miranda. Maybe they don't show the subs. He would have been subbed off. Let me just see quickly. What Miranda? But so what is Miranda by chance? If you could pull it up on your.
Who's from? Which is from Sierra Leone?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not finding I find Esteban Ozoko.
Yeah.
He's a 4.4 midfield defender. Sorry.
Obono. Yeah. Obiang Obono. Yeah.
Saul Coco. Sorry, what's his name? Esteban. What's right?
Yeah. Esteban Santi. No, sorry about that. His name is lost the information here. I swear. Sorry about that. Because they don't give you the information properly. His name is J. Sorry, so Esteban is the goal scorer and J Miranda is the was the assister. I just want to see what position he plays. Because I think that'll be decent points to look at.
I'm not seeing it on the app.
Plus, we can see here
even on the app.
Well, you see, yeah, well, we'll fix that. Well, seeing it here, Giuseppe Miranda. So we could even see here that they have a striker, Oscar Siafa. But again, I might just punt on the guys. But I mean, he's a defender, so how
Hmm.
often? Now maybe that shows that they go from set pieces, so that might be
Yeah.
a good option. Mm, right. Who else we looking at in this group?
Um.
Hmm, Everybody. I think
Yeah.
it's a good
Ivory
group, you know.
Coast. Yeah, this is a good group. But Algeria, Ivory Coast, that will be interesting as well. It's two big
Yeah,
teams,
yeah, yeah,
and we all know Mahrez could go off on his day.
yeah.
Um. I still have my one midfielder, and he's playing really well. Um. Bellini.
Right, correct.
Yeah. So I may keep him just because he's involved. So when they actually, or if they actually do score, feel he will still be involved as well. Plus, he got what 7 and 5 points without scoring. So that's key passes, dribbles, and all those extra fanfare, right? So,
Yeah.
um, that plus a goal or assist will be points for him. So I may keep him. Ivory Coast, I don't know. Hmm. Ivory Coast has so much assets in the front,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But today we saw that they did rotate them, so it's choosing those assets right now. This might be like the Man City of the thing. Although they're not on top, I'm talking more the rotation because we saw Pepe play this game and we saw Zaha play this game. They didn't play any last game,
Yo,
so I
no,
don't know
no.
which front three they're going to be playing
Oh,
with.
that is it. That is it.
Yeah,
And it all depends on how the game is going. And this is a game they
exactly.
have to win. They can't take it to. They
Yeah, they
can't.
can't
Yeah,
really you sit back
yeah.
and just
No.
defend or anything
Yeah,
like that. They still have to show up in this game.
yeah. So
But
I'll
I'm not
definitely
sure
be.
who they're playing right now.
Yeah,
That's the only thing.
yeah. I'll
So
definitely be going for. Definitely be
they
going
is
for
the thing
Halle.
you could say if you're watching these stats right now. If Algeria has no goals right now, they didn't score any goals.
Correct.
If they bring in a defender from Ivory Coast,
That's not a bad
yeah, it
shout.
may be a bit risky, but it's food for thought at least.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's a good
Yeah,
idea. We
yeah,
have the options could be Eric Bailly, Serge Aurier, Simon Deli, and
yeah.
Conan. So there's some decent options there. Serge Aurier might be a decent
And then
option
they
to
have men
bring
like
in.
Bolly and I'm on the bench as well.
Yeah, just
So
hanging around Lyman. Yeah.
yeah,
So again, the options are not too bad at
yeah, they
all.
have options for Ivory Coast. It's just I wish we knew a little more
Yeah.
of their starting 11 because even after this game, well, we will need to use this game if they proceed to the group stages to see who are they nailed on 11. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, for sure, Halle. You can't go wrong with Halle. Halle
yeah,
is
I think Halle
yeah.
is the most fixed right now.
Yeah. Also to note, Kessie would have missed a penalty as well, so
Okay.
that's a good thing to note.
Yeah.
All right,
But I feel for
so
Algeria. I'm sorry.
yeah, boy, but I'm not targeting any. You targeting Maris for kicks just with the last punt or nah?
No,
No
as
kicks
I say,
here.
I have
Serious
the
business.
Bellini guy. I think
Yeah.
Bellini, I'll keep him in there.
All
Yeah,
right,
that's it.
fair
That's
enough.
about it. So
All right,
yeah.
cool. So that's our final group, Group F, I believe.
Yeah, final group, another scramble here in the last, and Gambia, Mali, Tunisia, and Mauritania.
Mauritania, yeah.
Mauritania, yeah. Your team making it on top, tied with
Yeah, yeah,
Gambia
yeah,
in
yeah,
first
yeah,
place.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
a win
Big,
and a
big,
draw. Both of them 4 points. Both of them
yeah,
2 goals for them and 1 goal against them.
yeah.
Tunisia, they stepped up their game today.
Yes,
When
definitely,
4-0, yeah,
definitely. Yeah,
yeah, because I think it was a 0-0 last time.
yeah.
So 4, oh no, the 1-1 because I've seen
Yeah,
one
but they
against
took
them.
advantage. They took
So
advantage of the opponents today. The team in
right.
front of them not too strong. Let's win that game. Yeah, they did good. They did good.
So then who's playing them right
Right.
now? I don't want
So
to say
the
the
last, so Gambia playing Tunisia and Mali playing Mauritania.
right. So
It
Mali
was a
might be
nice
the one
game,
to look
nice
at.
poised game. Yeah,
So
the
who's
Mali
the striker
game.
for Mali you're talking about? That
Okay,
you said last time? Kone?
Kone.
Kone. So we're going for Kone again.
Yeah, so Kone would have scored for them. Let's check his quick just now. That's something I wanted to bring
But yeah,
up.
if they're playing Mauritania,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, look at the striker. Kone looking like a good shot for this group,
Yeah.
right? Just because they need to, well, all of them need to win in this group game right now. Good final game in the group stage, sorry.
And
So,
Kone is their penalty taker, as we
oh
learned.
yeah, as we saw, yeah,
So
good.
that is key and he would have scored against Tunisia in a 1-0 win. So keep
So
that in
imagine
mind.
my wildcard looking right now is Mali, Equatorial Guinea, Sierra Leone. That's my striking team right now, you know.
Right, right.
Look at the groups we're looking at in this last stage. And
Yeah.
it's a team you would have not picked from the beginning.
Well,
So,
except
and,
me. But yes, yeah, I was joking. I was joking. Yeah.
yeah. So that's why we look at the wildcard for this last group stage. No, yeah. Last game in the group stage, yeah.
Now,
So,
I want so right. So that's it there for the the group stages wise. Who we
so
looking at?
Mali, they're looking good. You see, three of them looking good, eh? Gambia looking good as well. And Tunisia looking good. Tunisia look good today because of their opponents. But if they can pull it off, then that means they have some pedigree to them as well. Huh?
Yeah.
So I really don't know who would win in this one right now. Mali looks like the best option right now just because of their opponents, right? But that Gambia Tunisia will be a bit,
Yeah, I think that'll be
yeah,
a fiery game. I think that's a
yeah.
good game. I might bring back Jaziri. I will bring him. I think I might bring him back. He'll be a little pricey, but I'll bring him back for that game. I think that's a key game to bring him
Is he
back.
playing now or no?
Yeah, he played today and scored today.
Okay, good.
So yeah,
Okay,
because that hurt me. So
good.
I'll go with him. We can look at Gambia real quickly. So for Gambia,
I
so
have
they are
two players from Gambia actually. Their striker, which is Cisse,
right.
Cisse, and Gomez, J Gomez. He's playing 4.2.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. So I
today,
just had him from the beginning because I thought he would have played, and he's a 4.2, and he continued. So
well, Barrow, the number 10, was a penalty taker today because it was a penalty that he scored to pull back the
right.
game. And when they played Mauritania, they would have won 1-0. And again, Barrow would have assisted Jallo. Now, I had Jallo from the start, so that's what I thought. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Barrow mightn't be a bad option to target for that last game. Mightn't be. What's his price like, Kevin? If you could tell me real quickly.
Barrow
For
from
Gambia.
Gambia.
M Barrow, yeah.
Gambia. All right. So they're the top striker, top scoring player. Sorry, midfielder 7.5. So a bit pricey,
Yeah, a bit
right?
pricey, a bit pricey.
Yeah,
But might be a decent punt. I might
but
jump
might
on
be a
him.
decent
Decent
point. Yeah,
punt. Yeah, guys. So what
because
you're gonna do?
there are like
Go ahead.
3 or 4 teams with, I want to say, smaller teams.
Yeah.
And our front line already packed up with them, so
Stack.
he might actually be, he might actually be a good midfielder right now.
Yeah, I think so too.
So
So I want to right. So I want to share something special with you guys that will definitely help you guys out. But we have to give credit. We have to cite our sources. So we want to big up Ciaron, right? At Ciaron on Twitter. Don't know you, buddy, but thank you very much. I gave you a follow, guys. We'll give him a follow. He did a great thread here that we're gonna just use really quickly before we go. What time we? Oh, I want something. Okay, so we have a little time again. We won't stay too long. I just want to run through his options really quickly. So he gave us some options for goalkeepers, midfielders, defenders, forwards. We won't go through each one, but if you can see the graphics, so I'll call the names really quickly. So goalkeeper options. Right, of course, I'm still have to learn some of the flags, right? But he brought up Yassin Banu from that is Morocco for sure. I want to put my head on a block for that. I know
the first one is Ghana, I think. Yeah.
right, Ghana, Joe Walker. Thank you very much, Kevin. Right, so
Yeah.
we have Mo Shanawi from Egypt, of course, Okoye from Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Right, we have Tunisia here, Farouk Ben Mustafa. I had him, but he didn't start, so I'm not too sure. But maybe the rotation, because he didn't start the Did he start this last game? Because I had him the first game and he didn't play. No, he didn't even play the second game. I didn't bother changing my goalkeepers. And then we have Ibra Munkoru from Mali. Right?
Mali?
That's
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was Mali or
that's Mali.
Senegal.
Yeah. I can't be back in my head. That's Mali. Because that other flag is Mauritania. That's the only reason. Right? So you have some decent option there, guys. So let me run through the names one more time for you. So Joe Walcott from Ghana. We have Yassin Bono from Morocco. Mo El Shanawi from Egypt. Maduka Okoye from Nigeria. We have Farouk Ben Mustafa from Tunisia. And Ibra Monkoru from Mali. So he has some decent price option. You know, again.
And you're looking at the opponents as well. That's why
he
looking at the opponents.
So that is why he suggested these guys, right? Again, we want to big up Syrian. Thank you very much. right? So of course, defenders to target. Now, of course, remember you don't have to target these players. We'd have given you some names already, but we would have really focused more on the attack-minded players. So these are some decent options here. So let's see what he gives us here. So Issa Dio. I'm trying to remember what team he's from. I know what team he's from, you know, but just not checking right now. But you can good thing you can search players by names, right? So Issa Dio, you have Bruno Sa, you have Alex Juku. So this price is not bad, 5.5. You have Ashraf Hakimi, of course, from Morocco. You have Ahmed Ghazi, of course, from Egypt. So Egypt might be a decent team to target. Maybe not defensive wise, but we have
Yeah, but he a defender and a what you call it? Goalkeeper.
contributes, he contributes,
from Egypt. He's talking about.
he does, yeah.
So,
We have Will Truce Ekong from Nigeria, of course. We have Hazma Madlutiti from Tunisia, and of course we have Traore from Mali. So Mali might be definitely not too bad an option to get some defenders from. Not too bad at all. So our standout targets here for midfield, of course. So we have Sangari, would have just mentioned him. We have
right, so he
Sadio.
keeping Sadio Mane. Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
he plays Sadio Mane. We on the fence about that one.
Yeah.
But you never
If we
know.
need the funds, that will be one of the guys like moving on. So
yeah, right. We have Andre Ayew, of course, from Ghana. We
I
have
have
Mo
him.
Salah, of course. Riyad Mahrez, of course, not because they're in a bit of a desperate situation here. But
Yeah.
maybe desperation might be the best thing. That's why we playing our wildcard and saved it for this stage, Kevin, so that we could try and target the desperate players and go
Yep.
for some punts. And of course, last but certainly not least, Wahibi Kazri, of course, great shot from Tunisia, definitely.
We're also using
Definitely
our
not a
wild card as a free hit in a sense.
Yes.
Just make sure and use the wild card again in next round.
Yes. We're not studying about the
So,
next rounds. We're focusing just on the group stages and the matches coming up. Exactly.
I mean, if you really want to take it to the next level, you can look at it with the price rises and stuff, and yeah, you can use it that way. Use the wild card now.
That's you using your FPL brain there, right? I know that's you using your FPL brain there, right? So of course, and our standout forward targets. So he went with Vincent Abubakar. He went with
no question about that.
Yeah, Mobayo there. He went from Senegal. He went Senegal. He went in there with Yusuf and Nasseri. He from Morocco. Yes, Kelechi and Nacho. Now remember, we're not too sure. He was taken off early in the last game, so we're not too sure. And of course, Ibra Kone from Mali.
So he
So on the same vein as us, not too off. Right, so we want to big him up, Syrian. Thank you so much. So he has some punts here. So Mami, sorry, I hope I'm saying that correctly.
Sami Mami.
From looking like Morocco, right? So he's played against Ghana. Clean sheet points from midfield. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. So again, guys, we won't go through the whole thread, but check out the thread. We did talk about Kolka, right? We did talk about Kolka from Sierra Leone. So might be a decent shot. We did bring him up. So because he did get the key assist. We have Ahmed Musa from Nigeria. Not too bad. He might come in rotation. Yeah, he did not start. So that's not a bad shout as a punt. He did not start any of the games. But he may, as they may be resting, maybe Simon or Iheanacho, he might get a shout. Not too. I even forgot about Musa. Wow. Right? So not too bad a shout. Decent So some decent suggestions here from Syrian. Again, we won't go through everyone, but guys, please go onto his Twitter page. Let's bring it up one more time here. So Syrian, big up. Thanks so much for your hard work. This is not something easy to do. All the research and there's not much information you have to pull. And so I really appreciate the effort here from you guys that do these great, amazing things. So that's why we'll shout you out every time. And he also has a wildcard draft. So let's check out his wildcard draft. Let's see what he has here. Not to let's see what he has here, Kevin. So he has Abubakar, El Nasseri, right? Diadu. He has Mane, Sangari, Musa, Kazri. Not too sure of the Abdurazik guy. Okay, we don't know everybody. We have Hakimi, Dayo, Diallo, Matsluti, Conte, and he has Walcott and Monkuru. So Monkuru there from Mali. So not too bad. He didn't go too heavy on the strikers, went more with the top midfielders there. Okay, so not too bad at all. Not too bad. We have a different vein in which we want to go here, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. And he stuck with Hakimi, stuck with Diallo, stuck with Dayo, so not too bad at all. And
maybe we could post, if we do our wildcard soon, we could probably post it as well.
Yeah, we'll definitely put it
So
up on Twitter.
yeah,
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So
because
guys,
I
we
know it'll be
wanna
a
wrap.
short time, but
Yeah, we wanna just so we wrap it up. So he did. So what he so okay, I don't understand. So what he did was he did he did a three-tier wild card. So that was the first set of premiums.
oh
He had
okay,
almost second premium. Say, okay, so let's look at the
right. This one
cookie.
have a
So
Salah
this
instead, yeah.
one here has Salah, Abubakar,
Oh, Mane too.
a
Okay.
different Abubakar, of course, Mane, Sangari, Muso. He would have gone with a Zimbabwe player here. You have Hakimi. So the same defenders, and he brought in Kulka. Kulka has been getting some assists, so I will definitely be targeting him as an option. And of course, he had a third draft here of premium for the next set of premium. So he would have used Tombo from Sierra Leone here by recognizing the kits. Kone, Abubakar. So that's not a bad front three and not very
Mm-hmm.
expensive. So this is not too bad. I like this option, especially for price wise here. He targeted some guy from Zimbabwe, so not too bad. So you have Salah, Mahrez, and Mane. Whap!
Yeah.
Right? He went gone who? He had a Mate Diallo Dio, so not too bad. Okoye from
Which I know
Nigeria.
most people, it had a good bit of people who had this
Yeah.
template from the beginning. Huh?
Yes, from the
So,
beginning, people had assembly.
yeah.
But now there are cheap assets that you could bring in that are performing.
Yeah.
So it's not to say you just auto picking. You could bring in some cheap assets like this. So not too bad at all. And yeah, so thanks so much again, Syrian, for that. So go, guys, please go and check out his that Twitter thread that he did there. If you need any assistance, of course, we as well would have suggested some names as well, and our strategy of how we're looking at who we are picking for our wild card. So just run them through that strategy one more time, Kevin. What it is that we're doing, what we're targeting. Even if you don't remember the team names, but just what's the general skeletal approach as we close off, what we doing.
So we're looking at the more exciting matches in a sense, like Equatorial Guinea versus Sierra Leone, the group F state group as well, Gambia, Mali, Tunisia, right? We're looking at those guys, and then some of the more defensive, what you call it, assets from like steady teams like Morocco. Those are like some of the tips or some of the what you call it avenues we will be looking at.
Yeah.
Nigeria Nigeria and Ivory Coast because they have a bit of a rotation risk or higher rotation risk. We kind of staying away from them. They're already in good positions. Yes, they will be playing. Ivory Coast will have to play, but just because we're not too sure who's going to be playing, we may, second and third think who we choosing from there.
Sure.
Right? But those smaller groups, smaller games, they look like a little more fun. As well as Egypt as well. Egypt looks like they have to push just to make sure that they're in the group as well. So those are the assets or the teams that we'll be looking at least. Mainly the attacking, except for the ones I was just saying with Morocco and maybe Egypt. Yeah.
Definitely for me though,
So
the tastiest match for me though is that Sierra Leone Equatorial Guinea. I am definitely jumping
yeah,
on that one.
yeah.
Yeah, those are
That
my so
and
my,
looking
my
at jumping on your train with Mali. I find Mali looking good as
yeah,
well.
Mali Mauritania. That's a good game. But
Oh, and
that's
I'm
Sierra
also looking
Leone.
at a high score Ghana. Looking for Ghana to score plenty as well because I think
Right,
they'll
for
play
Comoros.
Comoros.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes,
yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
So looking for Ghana, attacking assets for Ghana.
Very
So
good.
those are the teams and the games that we'll be looking at.
Right. Right. So there you have it, guys. So that's our strategy. That's our plans. We'll be so of course we will be back to review match day 3 when that finishes out. That'll be in the middle of the week there, and of course we'll be give you some ideas of the knockout rounds because we have an idea now of who's
Mhm.
playing, who's qualified, and we'll try and look at those guys and give you some good points. Of course, look out for our Premier League, EPL, coverage, and of course we have our episode coming out of the pick where we'll be doing the preview of game week 22 and review, sorry, game week 22, the double game week, and of course previewing game week 24. That'll be on Wednesday. Of course, right now we have a new series going on this side, FPL Convos, where I brought on the top 20 ranked player, one of the top 20 ranked players, Dia Hunt. It was a great conversation, gave me
Top
some great
20 where
advice
in the world?
in the world,
In
right?
the
In
world,
todo
yes.
el mundo, right?
Not just Trinidad. This
Yes,
is the
correct,
world
correct. Thank you,
we're
Kevin.
talking about.
Let's get that perfectly clear. This
Clear,
guy, he
yes.
was second and third at a point 2-3 weeks ago, and he was also
Yeah.
if you're for you all who follow FPL, Let's Talk FPL featured his team on one of his shows because he normally runs through like the top 10, I believe, on his show. And he was on his show. So he was, as I say, he was second, maybe in game week 20 and third in game week 21 around there. So he was up with the big boys. He dropped a little bit, but still to be 18th, I believe, right now in the whole world. Out of
World, yeah. This is not just for Fantasy Pavilion or anything. This is the world, yes. Yeah.
Crazy. So we had him on the show. So feel free to go check out that content. Of course, we always have a lot of content for you guys to enjoy. Thank you very much for the great and overwhelming support for our AFCON content. And we know things will get stickier as the knockout rounds get
Yeah,
closer.
it'll be
So
faster.
right,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, Kevin, but Kevin, it wasn't mad. It was a good.
No, this was good again.
Tournament,
Yeah.
and the fantasy decent. The fantasy real decent. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
enjoying
it
it.
is,
And
it is.
hopefully, and again, this will be a great springboard for our World Cup coverage. So, guys, thanks so much for coming through. Please remember to click that save button, click our subscribe button, share this with your friends. We're trying to get to 200 subs. We're on 177 right now. Thanks so much for helping us reach our goal. And happy picking and good luck for match day 2. And we'll see you all in the next one. Take care, guys.